Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for October 15th, 2020. I hope everybody is navigating these energies of this week with our Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio going retrograde. All my Scorpios doing out there, you guys can leave a comment if you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. All right, I love each and every one of you, and I'm so happy to share a part of this journey with you. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. Messages for the collective, October 15th, 2020. Okay, the first card out is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Then we've got the High Priestess. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got this Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, what's going on here, you guys? Many of you guys, it might just be this intense energy that we're experiencing right now. And many of you guys are acutely aware that you have the power to relax through this despite what's going on around you. Okay, so your overall energy here is the Four of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Four of Cups can be a card of discontent. It can be a card of boredom. It can be about rejecting a blessing. But I'm actually seeing this as someone who is doing just what I said they're doing. This High Priestess energy being your energy, pulling back and not being open to everything that's being sort of thrown at you at this time. So for some of you guys, this is, you know, all the sort of the anxiety that we're hearing in the news, especially in the United States about the elections. For others of us, it's people who are reacting. It's this Mars in retrograde energy, you know, the masculine going through this transformation. You know, people are maybe, you know, unnecessarily aggressive, this sort of volatility that no matter where you are in the world, you may be experiencing. And I feel like you guys have evolved to such a level or ascended to such a level that you're aware that this doesn't have to affect you. Okay, like a previous version of you would have been a little bit more anxious and would have been a little bit more upset, but you're not understanding and coming into this High Priestess power of, you know what, I know what I allow and don't allow into my life, into my energetic field, and I'm not going to let that stop me. Okay, I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm not going to let anything change that. You know, so many of you are sticking to your daily practice. You know, you're continuing your meditation. You're continuing your just finding your center and finding your light despite what's going on around you. Now, some of you might very specifically be dealing with an air sign. It might be something in your personal relationships, and somebody's bringing you a lot of drama. Now, this drama can also be at work with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, or it could also be drama surrounding, you know, there could be a part of you that wants to just like flip out because you're really working hard on, you know, healing and releasing something. And I see that happening beautifully with the Ten of Swords in reverse. But you're experiencing so many delays and frustrations, okay, which is natural with this Mars in retrograde energy because, you know, Mars in retrograde is about our progress. And so many of us may have seen a lot of progress in a certain area, in a relationship, in our job, in our spirituality, in our creative hobbies, whatever it might be. And then all of a sudden, it's sort of like things are coming to a standstill. And so it's like, you know, our inner drama queen wants to come out. But the High Priestess, I feel like, is really keeping all of that in check. Okay. So again, if you can feel this, I mean, many of you are feeling this. But if you're not quite feeling it, I feel like the message here for you is remember your power and trust in your, you know, in your higher self and in your inner wisdom, okay, that everything is going to work out for you. And that, remember that when we have planets retrograding, we do see things not moving forward as maybe as much or as, as we would like to. Okay. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting a little distracted. My left ear is making some like really weird buzzing noises. So I'm getting a little distracted when I'm speaking. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this 10 of Swords in reverse. So this is good energy. This is completing a cycle, releasing and healing, pain, heartbreak, disappointment. Look at that. And you get the Tower. Boom. Huge transformation, you guys. All right. So yeah, big shakeups, big changes. A lot of you are healing something here. You have healed something. And I feel like, despite the layout of the cards, this Knight of Swords energy may be somebody who's baiting you into reacting. Again, that could be the news media. It could be a person in your life. Okay, it could be a particular situation. And then for many of you, it is that, we have this inner drama queen that wants to flip out. Okay, but again, you guys, this energy of the High Priestess is telling me that, that's no longer an option for you because you're just vibrating at a super high frequency, that's not going to happen. Oh, we get the Nine of Cups and we get the Lovers. Ho, 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 you guys. So the High Priestess energy, for some of you guys, this is love. Wow. But many of you guys, so for some of you, this does involve a romantic situation that you're releasing and you're healing. Okay, and maybe it's not moving as fast as you would like it to, or maybe you're really overthinking the situation, and spirits and but that High Priestess is saying, you know what? Give it time, step into the flow. Okay, some of you guys might have had like a first date with somebody. Some of you guys might have started a relationship and then you haven't heard anything, and so you're doing everything in your power to not react to delays and frustrations. And this Four of Cups very well could be somebody who's withdrawn or pulled back from you. Now, for those of you where this isn't a love relationship, again, this High Priestess energy, going through this transformation, standing in this power, recognizing your ability, you allow, what you focus on is what you're going to attract, right? So you're focusing on what's making you happy, and you're recognizing this is a choice. So again, if you're watching the news and you're freaking out about, violence or upheaval, or maybe you're at work and you're receiving this energy, whatever it might be, it's going to be different, or some sort of drama around you, you're recognizing the choice is yours. You choose happiness or you don't. Okay? And then we get the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and we get the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so for some of you guys where this is about a relationship that sort of started, and I feel like it may have started recently. Okay, I don't think it's like a long-term relationship, but the Two of Wands in reverse is saying, somebody here, you felt like this was divinely orchestrated. You felt like this was divinely guided, where two had come together, but now somebody's feeling left out because somebody's pulled back or withdrawn. Okay, but there is still this Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion here, but it's like things aren't moving the way that you want them to. Where this is not a love relationship, you guys, these delays and these frustrations, again, it's bringing up the power of choice here for you guys, for this High Priestess. You choose what to do, because the Seven of Pentacles is also a time when you recognize that maybe it's not going to happen right now, that you didn't get what you want or the way that you wanted or what have you, but you gained and learned a very important lesson here. Okay, and if it's a challenge, remember, challenges are times for you to shine your light. So no matter what this challenge or this drama or whatever this is that's happening in your life right now, like, again, you choose how to deal with it. And I'm picking up on, you're not, because you've healed something here, you guys, you're not dealing with it the way a previous version of yourself would have. And that's really powerful. So let's go ahead and see what is this Knight of Swords coming through in reverse. Drama. All right, Five of Cups. Yeah, some sort of disappointment. You or somebody is reacting to some sort of disappointment. Again, in a personal relationship, somebody might not be emotionally available. Again, some of you started something, it's not going the way you wanted it to, or you're not getting enough communication. or somebody may have ghosted the other. And instead of, and you're really trying to like not go into this downward spiral. Okay. For some of you, it may be somebody else reacting to you healing and clearing and moving on in your transformation, or you're dealing with people who are reacting to their own personal sorrow and grief. Okay, and again, I feel like you guys are really in control with that High Priestess energy and with that Four of Cups energy as to what you're going to accept into your life and what you won't. All right, additional messages for the collective. All right, we get do not be frustrated, let go, and feel peaceful. Yeah, so I think this is the choice that you're making. You're like, I have two ways I can deal with this. I can go down this rabbit hole and freak out and, do as I would have done before. But I feel like there's a substantial amount of growth. I feel like this person here that you've like earned your wings. Okay, you've earned your wings, and deep down, you're not going to do that. It's not worth it. And we see her looking into the shadows. So again, it's kind of like you're looking at the shadow experience that's happening here. You're looking at this Knight of Swords, whether it's you or somebody else in your energy, and with this Five of Cups, this disappointment. And you're making that choice. But again, I feel like the energy of the Star here is you're not going to go down that road. It's not worth it. That doesn't make sense for you. Okay, and then you get determination. Perseverance leads to fortune. Yeah, so even when times are really tough, you guys, and some of you might be feeling like you're battered and bruised, or this person won't let up, or these feelings of anxiety and fear and frustration won't let up. The power of the High Priestess. Okay, you're like, I know I'm better than this, though. I know that I can react, that this is my choice. And it's not easy. It's not like you flip a switch and you don't care anymore, or you're not affected by whatever this Knight of Swords and this Five of Cups energy is, but you understand that, hey, I'm learning from this. Transmuting this is not easy. And then we go, trust your gut feelings. Let your heart lead you to who you are. Yeah, and that's that High Priestess energy, trusting your inner wisdom here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get some additional messages for the collective for all signs. All right, we get victim consciousness number 12. Again, I am really picking up on somebody, you're really fighting these feelings of, this is never going to work out for me. That this always happens to me, that, I'm not good enough. And these are natural, these are human emotions, and we all go through this. I mean, we can't say that we don't. And I feel like some of you guys maybe have been ghosted here, or even feel like you have been ghosted by someone, or, you feel like you were supposed to get something, or you feel like you should be somewhere else, or you should be receiving something else, and you're really, really fighting. Look at that. Don't be frustrated. This person looking into the shadow, this is what you're fighting. You're fighting these feelings. And Spirit's saying, but you are healing this. You are healing that part of yourself that that identifies as the victim, and you're stepping up and you're stepping into your power. Okay, yeah, and we get self-sabotage. Yep, and this, you guys, is exactly what you're working through. This is exactly what you're working through. It's not easy. It's not easy work. Okay, believe me. And it rears its ugly head, and this very well may be a larger reading than just, today. It may be, this Mercury retrograding in Scorpio, things that you believed, that you had moved past. You may be triggered, and you may automatically go back into this victim consciousness, this self-sabotage type attitude, okay? And I get some of you where this does involve a love relationship. You're going, you may have been, cheated on in the past. Or you might automatically go to, I haven't heard from this person, they're with somebody else. and we need to change that story. And I think you're recognizing that, you know, or maybe some of you guys are even catching yourself doing that. But again, not for all of you is this a love relationship, but it can be a metaphor, right? That, like, you know, you applied for a job and you haven't heard anything, you know, and all of a sudden you're thinking, well, you know, my qualifications aren't good. You know, maybe it was because of, you know, I don't know, like, you know, I messed this up on the interview, you know, like just automatically going into this sort of self-sabotage mode rather than recognizing that, hey, the job is already yours. You know, the relationship is coming along just the way it's supposed to. And if it's not, it's opening up the door for you to meet the right person. Okay, so, you know, there's a lot of different stories here. For some of you, again, you're hearing news, okay, about, you know, this fear mongering, which I feel like in the United States a lot of us are up against at this time, that, you know, you have a choice. You're going to either freak out and panic, okay, and, you know, and say, yes, it's time for me to buy guns and it's time for me to, build that bomb shelter and all this stuff, or you're going to say, you know what, it's important for me to be aware and prepared, recognize what's going on around me, and understand that I can only control my actions and then my reactions to other people, but I can't control other people. All right, and we get surrender. Beautiful. So this is you surrendering to the journey. Absolutely, surrendering to the journey, recognizing that the choice is yours, and Spirit's urging you to choose happiness, and many of you are, because in the only upright card in this reading is the High Priestess, and that's you. That's your inner knowing. That's your inner wisdom. This is somebody who's been through a lot, and you've passed these tests, and you understand your power of what you're going to allow in and what you won't. Okay, you guys are amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my life. It means so much to me. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.